探险旅游听说过，国内做过，国外目前还没有。
Went to Manaus, Amazona jungle of Brazil, because I just graduated in Spain. I was tired of Europe. Europe was just I thought Europe was too mature, no new things. People were more alive in South America, so I wanted to know South America. I just checked the map. Where in Brazil there's the least Chinese people, the best. So I found Manaus in the middle of nowhere. I stayed in Manaus for 3 months, stay in a local family, talk in Portuguese. I went to the jungle every weekend, and even took a tour in the middle of the jungle with the local family, the Indian family. They taught us how to recognize different trees, the plants, the fruits.
The rise of adventure tourism, it is one of the fastest growing segments of the cruise industry. China has become the second largest source market for Antarctica. If you ask Chinese millennials of desired destinations, over a third will say they'd like to go to either Antarctica or the Arctic on their next vacation.
There are some difference between Chinese and Western tourists. Chinese tourists, they are more active, I think. Every time for the excursion, a lot of the Chinese tourists will register the camping and kayaking and some other activities. They are very active and also well on board. The Chinese people are easily to mix each other.
It is estimated that 154 million Chinese traveled abroad in 2017, with 50% of trips to destinations outside Greater China, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. Chinese outbound travelers are getting more experienced, and 2018 will be the 5th year marked by over 100 million outbound trips. The list of places that Chinese tourists have already been to is growing, so adventure travel is one way to get off the beaten track and visit smaller cities, exotic locations, and outdoor destinations rather than going to Paris or Sydney. This is particularly true for wealthy Chinese, who have become the second biggest source market for both Antarctica and the North Pole. A selfie with penguins in Antarctica is definitely more prestigious than a picture taken in Times Square. In Africa, Chinese travelers choose to go on safari or try glamping, luxury camping at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro, as a way to experience adventure without giving up luxury. Among younger travelers, bungee jumping has become quite popular, especially in Queenstown, New Zealand. 20% of Chinese tourists in New Zealand say they visit for adventure and try out jet rafting, paragliding, or skydiving. Cappadocia in Turkey has become an iconic destination for hot air ballooning. The level of expertise of Chinese tourists when it comes to serious mountaineering, skiing, or scuba diving still lags behind that of more experienced travelers. Among the reasons are safety concerns, lack of time to master these hobbies, and lack of easy access to practice outdoor activities. Therefore, most Chinese seek controlled risk adventures and greatly value the photo opportunities. Some rich travelers even employ a professional photographer to take photos of them riding an elephant or sailing on a yacht. Another reason for Chinese adventure travelers to go abroad is to experience pristine natural environments in an effort to escape the pollution of Chinese cities. Visits to Northern Europe and Canada offer views of the Northern Lights in a clean environment and the experience of dog sledding or a reindeer sleigh ride. Finally, there is one more kind of adventure that seems to be gaining ground. With up to 200 million singles living in China, it is not surprising that 25% of C-Trip survey respondents cite traveling abroad as the ultimate adventure to find either short-term or long-lasting love.